What's up, my dudes? My name is Sister Turley, and this is a track review of Island Arenacross. So, I'm pretty sure the Titanic's had a little too much Red Bull over there because it's popping a wheelie, so I don't really know what's going on with that. I don't even know if that's supposed to happen, but oh my god, I almost crashed on a wheelie right there, so calm down, Spencer, you're getting a little too peppy. So, okay, the track's actually pretty short. Obviously, it's an Arenacross track, so it's kind of... Arenacross tracks are... Oh my god, that wheelie. Oh my god. Just call me the Titanic, boys, because I'm popping wheelies just like it. So, oh man, that was crazy. So, I guess Arenacross tracks are kind of a hit and miss for me. I mean, I like Arenacross tracks, but they're so short that it almost, I don't know, they don't have a lot of longevity when I play them for some reason. This one's probably the best Arenacross track I've ever rode on before, just because I like the vibe around it, but also it's got some fun inside lines and stuff like that too. So, and the sand makes it tricky, so it's not like you're just sitting there running the same exact line every single lap. I mean, you can, but it's cool that there is actually some different lines, because on an Arenacross track, it's so short that it's hard to actually make different lines and different rhythms and stuff like that. So I feel like this track is actually pretty good for an Arenacross track. So, and obviously you guys can see the palm trees and the sunset and all that. It just makes the track. So the actual inside ruts, I feel like the one inside rut that goes into the whoops up here is not really what I would call worth it, just because you lose all your momentum to hit the whoops right there. And I didn't even really hit it very good, but you can kind of see you kind of lose all the momentum that you could have had in the whoops. So, and it's a sand track too on top of everything else, so it's really hard to take an inside line and beat the drive that you could get on the outside when it's a sand track like this. But you come around this really flat corner, and I totally jacked it up, but you can actually triple onto that table, and then you can kind of do like a on-off, or you can jump all the way over that second table. But I feel like going on the inside is the best right there, so I'm just going to take the lines that I feel like are the best right here on this next lap. So hit the finish line, and then you rail this inside rut, okay? Pop a wheelie down the straightaway like the Titanic, okay? And I swung it a little bit wide right there, but I would take the inside and then hit that, and then you kind of jump over, and that it's got that last little single right there that, I mean, you can, oh my god, it's so small that you can pretty much just roll over it without ever losing any momentum, so it's not that big of a deal. But I feel like that's probably the best line to hit right there, and then you can come back over the finish line. But you can always take this outside over here, but I don't know if it would really, I mean, if you're good at hitting ruts, it's not faster to take that outside. I mean, because that inside rut, you're just that much closer to the corner, so there's really no reason to take the outside over there. But on that corner, it's better to take the outside because you get a better drive in the whoops. So that's kind of what's going on with that. But I feel like it's a little bit more chill than an actual real-life Arenacross track. You know, it's not like your standard just humongous jumps right out of the corner and just crazy big whoops. I feel like this is pretty much just a standard tamer kind of Arenacross track, so you don't really have to worry too much about making sure you get perfect traction out of the corner or anything like that. But it's a lot of fun, man, and I obviously love all the looks and everything. Whoever made this track, I feel like he's the best at making where it's like the ocean to the sand. You can see it right there. It looks so realistic. Look at that. Oh my goodness, man. It's like, see how it's just, oh my gosh, that's amazing, where it looks so realistic on how a beach would actually look, where the water kind of curves, and then you can see it kind of coming back and forth to the sand there. That is so realistic. Kind of looks like it's bouncing there. I don't know if that's just a reflection, but, and then the trees obviously fit everything, and yeah, just a fun little Arenacross track. There's not a whole lot you can say about a tiny little Arenacross track, but I mean, this is one of the funnest ones I've ever rode on, and it's hard to make an Arenacross track really fun to ride on a video game, because they're so short, and like if you're not actually racing somebody on it, it can get a little bit on the boring side, I guess you could call it. But I'm pretty sure you can hit that all the way to the corner, but it really doesn't even matter, because like I said, that last little single is not even that big, so it's not really that, it's not like you're losing time really, you know what I'm saying, because you're jumping right over that last single, because it's so low to the ground. It's not even really like a jump. It's really more just like a little bump, so it's not that big of a deal. But I'll try to hit that outside line on this next lap, but I don't think it's worth it, because you lose a lot of time going to the outside over there. Actually, I think both of those lines are pretty much even on that rhythm section. whether you take the outside or the inside, but it's really more like if you're trying to pass somebody, then you would want to take the inside, and if you just happen to carry a lot of momentum, then you would just go around the outside. But and I'm losing traction. Oh my god. See, that's the thing. It's kind of a little bit more tricky to hit that outside line because you're hauling butt around a flat corner. You're like flat tracking all the way around that one corner. So I just feel like the inside's a whole lot easier to hit because you don't have to worry about tripling in. You just double in, and then you hit your bigger rhythm once you're already in the rhythm section instead of hitting the big rhythm like right off the bat. So most of the time it's better to hit the bigger rhythm right off the bat, but in this case, unless you're just really good at hitting flat corners, I wouldn't recommend it because you see I've not really been able to actually nail it properly because I just hold the gas down on this game. But if I actually let off the throttle just a little bit in that corner, it would probably help me quite a bit. But let me see what I can do here. Hit this down the inside. I love this inside rut right there. It's built perfectly. You can ride a wheelie out like that. Let me try to let off a little bit. Okay, yeah. And see, you can jump it like that, and then you can jump over to that, and then it works like that. So, I mean, you stay lower to the ground, I guess, but you lose that time taking that outside on that corner before. So, like I say, they're pretty even, I guess, both of those rhythms, but I would just rather take the inside just because I know I can hit it more consistently. So, but that's just me. So, I mean, you can rail it like that, but it's hard to hook to there if you don't let off the gas a little bit in that corner to get back squared up with that jump. So, but the whoops, man, I don't know. I just feel like I'm going a snail's pace through those whoops, man. I don't know if it's the sand or if it's just me being used to playing simulator or what, but man, them whoops, I don't know. It's just, they're definitely not challenging at all I mean, you just hold the gas down. Like you're not really going to mess up in those whoops. I don't know how you would mess up in them as long as you just hold the gas down. I mean, you don't even have to lean any kind of way. Like, I'm just holding the gas down. That's all I'm doing. So, I mean, you can lean back, lean forward, whatever you want to do, you're going to be okay in those whoops. They're not too big. So, I feel like with Reflex, you almost have to make the tracks unrealistic, like big, to be challenging and fun. You know, it's hard to make a track that's somewhat realistic and still be like challenging on this game, if you know what I mean, just because the game's so easy and arcadey, and I mean, that's what it is, that's what it's meant to be. But at the same time, it's like, man, it would be cool if, I don't know, man, I don't really know the solution to that, but I guess that's just arcade games. I get so used to MX Simulator, and I'm not trying to talk about MX Simulator in this video, but it's one of those things, once you play MX Simulator, then it's just so hard to come back to a game like this, because it's just like, where's the challenge at? Oh my god. But anyways, I'll always love Reflex. It's such a fun game, but I really hope they make a Reflex 2, that's for sure. That would be cool. So, but yeah, this track, I'm going to give it I like the looks of it, and for an Arenacross track, I feel like it's built really well. So I'm going to give it a solid, whoa, casing the crap out of that. I'm going to give it a solid, man, I don't know. It's so hard to rate an Arenacross track because they're so small. But, I mean, for an Arenacross track, it's probably the best one I've ever seen, like fun-wise, but also mixed with the actual vibe around it and everything's really cool and different. So I'm going to give it a 10 overall just for that. And then I'm going to give it I would say the difficulty is probably, I can't really say it's hard, man, because it's really not at all. I would say the difficulty is easy on this track. I mean, it's really, the whoops aren't hard, the jump sections aren't hard, the finish line's not hard to hit, the inside lines aren't hard to hit, there's really no roughness on it. I mean, it's just pretty easy overall. So anyways, I appreciate all you watching these videos, and I'll keep on making them.